Hello, hello, hello. Welcome and welcome back to your favorite podcast, because I know that we are Barefaced and Bonnets. It's your girl, K. Nichelle.
I'm A. Renee.
And it's Asia Simone.
Now, unless you didn't take advantage of the context clues of today's episodes, we just simply want to know, are you ready for some football? Because we're ready. We're ready. We are so ready. We are ready for football season. Now, it started, and it didn't start so well for our team, and that's okay, because as of right now, we are still the reigning Super Bowl champs. So, mind your mama ball spot.
Say that one more time.
We're the what? Right now, we are the reigning Super Bowl champs.
Super Bowl champs.
For those that didn't hear it.
So we're going to talk about football season because it's here. And contrary to popular belief, the girls love it just as much as the boys.
Ma'am, come on.
Let's talk about football, ladies. We're going to start off with a very simple situation. What are the do's and the don'ts of game time? Like, what are y'all like, this is what you better do, and this is what you bet not do? Well, hey, Renee, what's up? What are your do's and don'ts? Give me like two of them. What you got?
Okay, so for me, my do's are invite some people over. If you're not in the stadium making some noise, invite some people over. That's a do. And when you invite them, know who can cook and who can't. Because when you have football parties, food is very important. So do invite people, but also know who you inviting and whether or not they can cook, or if you need them to bring the squeezed sour cream. My don't call me during the football game.
Did she say the squeeze
sour cream?
She said, I don't want your little stanky spoon. Give me the squeeze bottle.
So I don't have to scoop after your scoop. Just give me the squeeze.
I like the way you work. Squeeze it so I can get as much of it as I want.
That part.
I like a squeeze bottle sour cream.
Because listen, cleanliness is next to godliness, but everybody ain't always so clean.
Preach
that part.
So don't show up at my house uninvited. And don't call me while the game is on, unless it's an extreme, and I do mean an extreme emergency. You getting locked out your car, that's not an emergency to me. Your window being broke because the bird ran into it, that's not an emergency.
But if it's extreme, call 911. Don't call me. I'm not saving you. I'm booked.
The authorities, they are.
Call the authority, because I'm booked.
So those are a couple of mine. What's a couple of y'all's?
Okay, Ace Small, what's up? What's a couple of yours?
I think because I am my father's daughter, talk some trash. Talk some trash, because I'm going to talk it right back, and we're going to have some fun little banter. Just don't be disrespectful. That's all I ask.
What happens when people leave the group chat before the track?
Listen, if you get a little salty that your team didn't win the Super Bowl last year, my husband, it's okay.
I'll do my nephew.
You got next year.
I said it.
You got next year to try.
She said to try.
But this trash talk don't keep coming. So bring yours, because I'm gonna bring mine. A don't for me is also do not call me. If the game is on, my phone is off. Do
not disturb.
Do not text. Do not call. Do not FaceTime. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Leave me alone. My Chiefs is playing. Leave me alone. I ain't got time. Unless you are a Chiefs fan, do not talk to me.
Hold on. Again, in case of emergency, call the authority.
Call the authority. I ain't here for it.
Wait, and if it's a non-emergency, call 311.
Right, call your non-emergency line.
I don't care who you call. Stop calling me.
Just don't call me.
Don't call me.
Okay.
So some of my do's are, we live away from all of our family, right? So some of my do's actually are calling my mama at halftime. Like, we do connect somewhere in the game. Sometimes I'll be texting your daddy. And it be me, your dad, and Mark on a good little thread. Like, did you see this foolishness? So connect with other fans. Like, I think that's a do. If you are in your house by yourself and you want to be around other fans, hit up I'm not trying to advertise for them, but there have been times where my husband and I have sat at a Buffalo Wild Wings and watch the game because we didn't get it locally. So do find a way to watch your team by any means
100%.
necessary.
I got another don't. That's a pet
What's
peeve,
up? What's another one of your don'ts?
If I'm hosting a football watch party, don't you bring your tail to my house empty-handed. Don't you do it, because you will be denied entry at the mat. I'm not opening the door. I'm peeking. Your hands empty. You can ring that doorbell all you want. I'm going to talk to you through the camera. Bye.
Here's my other don't. Don't show up late.
Because you will also be ignored at that door.
You're going to sit there because they have gotten on the field. They have sang the anthem. They sang the Negro national anthem.
They done sang both the anthems.
They done sang all of the anthems. We won't even get into the way that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go down the anthem.
We're not going down that road
today. But they done sang all of the songs. They done told God bless America. We have said, and the home of the Chiefs, the Bombers have flown over. And you done show your butt up. You had better show up before they kick that ball off. Because once my team hits the field, I ain't got nothing for you. You got to sit outside till halftime.
Honestly, if they have already started warm-ups, you're late. You're late.
Let me say this. Here's another don't for me. If you're going to be in my presence, what you can't do is come with negativity.
That part.
Keep all your negative energy at your apartment, your house, your car, your barn, wherever you live. Keep it over there to yourself.
Don't live in a barn, and can we host a party?
You can.
I've heard them barn parties be lit.
Listen, but wherever you choose to be negative, you just can't be negative over here. Bring some positive energy.
So do bring the vibes, is what my auntie said. Bring the
good ones. The good vibes, the good spirits. Leave your bad vibes and your demons at your house.
Yeah, don't bring that over her.
You can't come out here. Okay, so we got some do's and don'ts. Oh, here's another one. Do know the game or shut up.
Ma'am.
Because, okay, here goes my issue.
I
can say it. So, yes, we lost on our first game.
It doesn't matter.
Whenever this airs, we lost to the Lions. Woohoo. It was by one, and we didn't even have two of our best players.
And don't be coming in these comments talking crazy about nothing. Don't do it. Because me and Kiana got time.
I got time.
Do it. I'm gonna have time for you. I'm gonna have time for you this time too.
We all don't have some time.
So here goes the thing. They had somebody mama mic'd up and she didn't know nothing. And that had irritated my spirit. Hey, ma'am, your son has been playing football since Little League. You know nothing? What have you been doing?
Was that one of the Lions players' mama?
Yes, it was one of the Lions players' moms. And she was like, look, I got big binoculars. And oh my God, what happened? What happened? Why don't you know what happened? Your son been playing since Little League. He has gone through multiple levels. He is now a professional football player.
His daddy even used to play ball
in college. And they mic'd you up and you had embarrassed that boy on national TV. So here's another don't. Don't let them mic you up if you don't know nothing. Okay, moving on.
Listen,
Sorry.
There's a little clip out there somewhere in the Twitterverse or wherever, social media. It's a young lady giving a real quick example of the basics of football. I'm going to find it and I'm going to put it in the description so that y'all can watch this video. For those that don't know football, it's a real quick basic understanding. How much a touchdown is worth, the extra kick, regular field goal, what a down is, how many downs you get. It's real simple. So you don't have to be looking at me or the people around us asking us, so what they just do? Yeah. Well, why does the other team have the ball now?
Because I'm going to send you in the room with the kids.
Why are they kicking it? You need to just get out my house because the kids in my house understand the game.
No, they need some entertainment and you a clown. So go on over there.
The kids in my house are watching the game. Get out.
And sometimes, you don't get the 1 point conversion. You can get a 2 point conversion. You can kick.
Listen, that's not basic. We try to keep it basic. We try to keep it basic because some folks.
Well, my point is, don't come around me. You don't know the game because I'm not explaining it to you. I don't have time. I'm watching and I'm yelling at the TV. So bye. Okay. So now that we've really talked about the do's and the don'ts. Who are some of our favorite players? Who?
Well, let's start with you. Who's one of your favorite player?
Right now, I'm rooting for Chris Jones to get a contract.
We all are.
Period.
Chiefs Nation, Chiefs Kingdom.
I spent part of my day yesterday arguing with people in a Chiefs Chicks group and really making some people mad. My pleasure of my day yesterday was getting angry faces by older people who was mad that I told them that they was minding Chris's business and I didn't like it. When you go to negotiations with your job, do we come and interfere? No, we don't. That's his employer. I need them to pay that man some money. He's not the only player that has done it. Nick Bosa done it. Nick got a bomb contract. Y'all, throw some money at Chris. So one of my favorite players is Chris Jones. And I'm cheering for him to get a contract.
Rooting for Chris Jones.
So let me say this. So a friend of mine posted on his Facebook page and he called Chris Jones a baby. So I was just like, well, why are we being disrespectful? Like, don't call Chris a baby because Chris is over here minding Chris's good business. But let me just tell y'all real quick, real fast, just in case the people didn't know. Number 95, Chris Jones. Chris Jones was voted as a first-team All-Pro. He led the Chiefs defense with 15.5 sacks last season, 65 for his career season. He's which is the second most in the NFL, right? He had 44 tackles in one season, 29 quarterback hits one season. Listen, he's third in the NFL for defensive players, and he had the fifth most sacks in franchise history. This man ain't no slouch. Give that man the contract he deserves as a professional. His numbers speak for themselves.
He's the best one we got.
And then people want to be upset because he showed up at the game. Y'all didn't have nothing to say when he showed up at the Chiefs charity event when he gave some money. And so he can go wherever he chooses to.
And then on the day after the game, that Friday, he was at Children's Mercy. Mm-hmm. And people were upset that he was at Children's Mercy because he should have been in practice. You should mind your business. Drink water. And mind your business. Because at the end of the day, the Chiefs organization is Chris's employer.
Yeah.
He don't work for Chiefs Kingdom. He works for the Kansas City Chiefs organization that made almost $600 million last year alone.
Alone.
In one season. So hear me clearly when I say, yes, right now I am sporting a Patty Mahomes jersey. 15.
We are.
We love Big Pat.
We love some Pat. Right now, my favorite player is Chris Jones because I stand on the side of right. And what's right is to pay that man his money. All right. So, Asia Simone, who's your favorite player?
Okay. So, I'm always, I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm always have a soft spot for Alex Smith. That's my boy. Loved him. Still love him. Still support him. Still root for him in his entire career. Even in his personal stuff, because those that don't know, my boyfriend is going through it. My poor friend is going through it. So that's my
prayers
boy.
For him and his family.
Yes. Currently on the tree, it's my boy TK, Travis Kelce. That's my one.
I need him to grow this back right now.
Girl, don't he look like an old man?
You over and take license and registration, ma'am, and I don't like it. I don't like it. The swag is gone. He
look like somebody's daddy.
Every camp
he looks like a police officer. There's nothing wrong with the police. It's just that's not what I'm used to. I know
and everybody get thrown off. We hate it, Travis. Stop it, Travis. Stop it. Kelce.
Stop it.
And Jason, because Jason, you could talk some sense into your brother. If you are watching this podcast, because we watch yours, tell your brother stop cutting that beard. Tell him we said stop doing it. Stop trying to be El Trabador. Leave that beard alone. It didn't do nothing to you. Leave it alone.
We need you to and we are wishing Travis health,
speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
We're also saying to Jason, have a good season.
Yeah,
not a great season, but you can have a good season. I love Jason. Jason is like
I do too.
One of my favorite.
Add Jason to the list. Yes,
he's one of my favorite non-Chiefs players. And it's because of how he just shows up. They are so like complete opposites, but it works. And
they're like peanut butter and jelly. It's hilarious.
They are, and it's necessary for that Kelce sandwich. But I absolutely, we were watching this special the other night, and to see the two of them at the Super Bowl after Travis won, And Travis didn't want to let Jason go. And Jason was like, go enjoy this with your friends. And Travis was like, I just love you, big bro. I do this for you. I wear this number because of you. And just their brotherly bond. But to know the story about Travis getting kicked off the team and Jason being like,
that no.
Do. And now they're both
his mouthpiece.
Shout out to the Kelsey brothers, to their mom and dad.
Yeah, shout out to Miss Donna being the best football mom out there.
Donna is. I just want to say that last year's Super Bowl was the Donna Bowl. Everybody was here for Donna. Donna was the biggest deal of last year's Super Bowl. Okay. And she was everywhere. And I just want to shout out to the Kelsey dad. Like, he does exist. That man is there.
But we love Donna.
We do, but come on, man. Like, I only remember seeing the dad once, and that's when Travis won his Super Bowl, when we won our first one in this, situation, our second one technically, in this set of dynasty. But I remember seeing his dad, and I was like, he looks like a farmer. And then I never saw him again. So maybe that's the thing. But show your daddy some love. I love Papa Kelsey. They are who they are because of their parents. So shout out to Donna. Shout out to Papa Kelsey. Shout out to Jason. Mamba, who's your favorite player on the Chiefs?
So I have a couple, right? Even though I rock a Patrick Mahomes jersey, I like McKinnon and I like Pacheco.
Okay.
I'm with Pacheco.
Can we talk about the 7th round pick of Pacheco?
I like them little young boys.
I'm rocking with Pacheco for sure.
Can we talk about the 7th round pick though?
Yeah, they in their 20s and they are fast. They like, like the first. So last year when we didn't have Tyreek, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, what we gonna do?"
That's it.
We're not supposed to make the playoffs that last year.
And then
the last year we won the Super.
Yeah, Pacheco cut left last year. And then Pacheco cut right.
They said we weren't supposed to make the playoffs last year.
The Chiefs wasn't supposed to do diddly last year without Hill. We were supposed to tank.
And what happened?
Check my patch.
Super Bowl. I absolutely love Pacheco and I absolutely love McKinnon. I'm a big Kelsey fan too. When he got his facial hair, because again, right now he looking like somebody's daddy. And and normally I got some girlfriends who call him daddy, but right now
he looks like a dad.
He looks like a father.
He looks like a father figure.
He does.
The ones that show up for like donuts with dad, and they wear the Jesus sandals with the socks, and the cargo shorts.
He looking like a father.
They got the pocket knife that does like 32 things.
The multi-tool.
Yeah, the multi-tool pocket knife. That's what Kelsey's looking like right now.
Listen, y'all. And then there's Butker. Once Butker got threatened last year that they was gonna fire him if he missed another kick.
Butt kicker.
Butker, butt kicker.
Harrison.
Number 7, the number of completion. He completes the plays.
He does. He be completing our ending too. All we needed is off the foot of Butker, and then whoop, we win the game.
Number 7 for a reason.
He be giving what it has supposed to give. For sure.
Yes, because sometime last year he wasn't giving anything.
He was really frustrating me personally, and
he also was injured. And this is one thing we know about this about the NFL: they don't keep multiple kickers on this.
They do not.
There's one kicker, and then
you get one
injured, and then we figure out, hey, who can we go hire real quick?
Anybody else got a good leg? Anybody?
Do you remember we had that other kicker,
the soccer player,
3.25 seconds, and he got the longest kick. He set the record for the longest kick, and the next week Butker came back and broke the record. I was like, Butker was like, "You're not about to take my job."
Right?
He said, "Sit down, second string."
Have a seat.
Soccer player.
Get out of here, brother.
Don't worry about it.
This is my arena.
Have a seat. I will say that I understand that this young man dropped 3 balls in our opening. Hold on. You can roll them. But this would not have happened without Kadarius Toney last year. Period. And so what I won't do, as frustrating as that game was against the Lions, is not give props. Because when he hopped on one foot to score last year, when you see somebody do that, what they do that? Shout out.
He was a professional.
He was a professional, and they have said because he was injured in the preseason, they hadn't had a lot of time to throw. You know, he hadn't been in the reps like he should have been, and so actually, I don't blame him. I actually blame coaching. If you know that he ain't got the reps that he needed to be successful, and you're just going off the back of, well, I mean, every other time we've thrown the ball, after he dropped the second one, it shouldn't have been a third one.
Right.
You sure right.
You sound like you talked to my daddy after that.
No, I didn't, but I sound like
you sound like
I like football. I sound like I know a little something.
Because this man was saying the same thing.
I will also say that it is essential to coach up these younger players, because what we saw is that neither side of the ball played very well. They played okay, but they did not play up to the standards in which we've set. Part of the issue is like, okay, Travis didn't play. But if we had been doing the things we needed to do to coach up everybody else, it wouldn't have been a factor. We also know that our defense is very young and they need leadership. So, hey, Kansas City Chiefs organization, pay Chris. Because he is the leader. He is the leader that these young boys need. Okay.
But the team had voted Chris to be, what do you call the person that the captain? The team had voted Chris as the defensive team captain. Well, if your captain's sitting over here trying to get a contract.
Yeah.
Here's what frustrated me about some of the nice, kind Kansas City fans that I was graciously checking the other day. They decided to say that Chris should not be a Chiefs player anymore. Because he showed up to the game
with a Seahawks hat.
It was not a Seahawks hat.
What was it?
It was another hat, but it was blue and white, but it was not a Seahawks hat. That was somebody that had done what we do with digital work, but it wasn't a Seahawks hat. And they were mad because he was in blue and orange. I said, there are 32 teams that have two colors with an addition of some accent colors. Would y'all like him to wear iridescents? Is he supposed to walk around in rainbow?
He's supposed to be House of Chrome like Beyonce.
So this is what I said to them in these groups the other day. I started Googling pictures of Patrick and Kelsey and other colors and screenshotting it and put it in the group and said, but here goes your quarterback in blue. Here goes Kelsey in orange. Patrick's got on a different colors. That looks like a suit that a Bengals player would wear. Where's the outrage and the disrespect there? It's called fashion.
You had time for it, didn't you?
I had time because I was tired of the people. I'm tired of y'all acting like because this young man did what was actually in his contract, which there is that clause for him to sit. It's not like we're paying him to show up somewhere and he's not showing up. He's not getting a check, and that's his choice. I can't mind that man's business because he ain't never called me and asked me for $1.
Not only is he not getting a check, but for every game that he don't present himself, for every practice that he doesn't present himself, he gets a fine.
But guess who won't have to pay it?
He gonna have to pay it, not none of us.
I don't have to pay it. And so the way that I mind my business is whoever's on the field, that's who I support, while still saying I would love to see Chris suit up. I would like to see him back in the Chiefs jersey. I would like for him to feel like a valued member of our organization. And I'm not going to tell nobody because I myself have stayed in places where I was tolerated and not valued. So I will never tell another person, especially, and I'm a Black woman, so I'm never going to tell another Black woman or a Black man that, hey, just grin and bear.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's enough money. Oh, you should just move on. I'm never going to say that. Chris, go get your money, bro. Get what you feel like you deserve, because at the end of the day, the only person whose body is on the line, the only person who will have health issues after they finish playing, the only person who will deal with whatever the ramifications of this situation is Chris Jones,
number 95.
And none of us on this
from one Jones to another Jones, bro. Go get your money, okay? Go get your money, because the time span of being an NFL player anyway is short.
Very.
And we
not for long.
not for long. And we always know that the way in which they do business is who's up next?
Basically.
Who's up next? So the fact that he doesn't want to get injured and the fact that he wants some more money and he wants it to be guaranteed, why would I be mad at that? But the mentality of a lot of the fans is giving slave owner, and I don't like it. We don't own Chris. We don't control Chris. We got to be able to support our players on and off the field and say, if that's what he wants to do, then we support you while you sit, and we support the guys that are up next.
Well, that's a larger conversation because it's not just Chris. It extends to most NFL players that are athletically successful and are melanated. Just shut up and play your sport.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what they said to LeBron.
Just shut up and play your sport.
Melanated athletes. It's not even
not just football. It's just across the board.
Right.
Shut up and play your sport. I don't want to hear about your stance on this, your stance on that. I don't care about you want more money. You're all that money you already making and you want more? Yes. Because you couldn't do what I could do.
You don't
on my worst day, you couldn't do what I do.
And you ain't the one that's sitting in a tub of ice when it's all said and done.
Period.
With sprained muscles and janky joints.
Sorry, I went on a tangent. I apologize. So let's get back to some fun stuff. Here's another fun topic really quick. What are your favorite game day foods? What we cooking up? Now, let me just say this really quickly. I am on a health conscious journey. I am trying to do better. So this past week when we played, or this week when we played, the days are running together at this point. I did air fried chicken and some, I want to say Brussels sprouts with a bowl of watermelon or grapes. No, it was watermelon and a bottle of water. The reason being is because I need to lose some more pounds. I need to go in and not out. And football season will have you big and wide because we like
just like the line.
It's yes.
I'm gonna be looking like a player.
I'm gonna be and I literally so I'm glad that you mentioned that. I think I told my mom this. So the way in which I even approached the game this week was, if food is fuel and I'm not playing nothing, I'm just sitting on my couch, I don't think I need that much fuel. So I would eat in moderation.
That's hilarious.
But it worked. I was satiated. I enjoyed the game. I did not eat past my window. I did all of the things I needed to do for me because I just think at some point, girl, I be eating like I'm going to go run down the field with them and extend some of them calories and I don't need to carb load. So that is my way that I approach the game this week. But my favorite game day food when I'm not eating healthy is Rotel, which I need people to stop acting like they invented this, because if I see one more TikTok of a nice kind person,
look at this easy queso. It's
Rotel, and we've been making it for years,
decades and generations.
You can do beef, you can do chicken, you can do shrimp. There's a ton of different variations, but it's called Rotel. Literally, the can says Rotel. We add some cheese, maybe some cream cheese, depending on how saucy you want to be. And we make Rotel all the time. So that's
really all the occasions, but especially football season.
Oh, yeah. Because I can make Rotel on a random Tuesday. Okay?
And will. And might.
Well, for me, for game day, Thursday, I did Rotel.
A spread. She had a spread.
I did Rotel because I had guests over. So I did Rotel. I did fried chicken wings. I had deviled eggs. I did sandwiches on Hawaiian rolls. I did turkey and ham sandwiches, and we also had cheesecake. I made up some sweet tea.
A spread. Angel, she gonna say to me, "Do you want to see everything that I made?" I said, "No,
no, I'm good, thank you.
I'm going to eat my air fried chicken and eat these Brussels sprouts and go."
Let me tell y'all. I worked Thursday. I got off at 4:00. Came home, washed my hands, washed the food, seasoned it up, and boom, boom. And by 6:15, everything was done and ready to go because I told them, y'all want to get here at 7 because 7:20, don't walk through my door. You want to be here at least by 7 so you can fix your plate and be in front of the TV so we can move on.
There was a spread. Asia, what is your favorite game day foods?
So this is not only my favorite game day food, this is my favorite food, period. So if any wing places want to sponsor me, let me know. Cause your girl's favorite game day food is some hot wings. You can keep the ranch, you can keep the blue cheese, you can keep the veggies. Give me the wing. I like the flats, fried hard, extra saucy, baby. Give it to me. Keep the extras. I want the wing.
So
give me the wings.
Now, when I am not eating like I should be eating, mine's is I will go by Zaxby's and get me wings, all flats, fried hard. But I like their teriyaki sauce. I don't want a spicy wing. I like their teriyaki. You can give me a couple pieces of their Texas toast. Now, I have found a Zaxby's that's near a Raising Cane's, and I absolutely love Cane's bread. So sometimes it's
chicken trash, but the bread good.
The chicken tastes like air.
But the Cane sauce is hitting. Like it doesn't exist, actually.
The Cane sauce is hitting, and their Texas toast, I just don't understand why it's so good and buttery, but I will stop by there and get 2 pieces of bread and roll to the Zaxby's and get my wings. And then I am not against, because normally when I am like on my healthy eating journey, I get a celebration meal a week. We can talk about that at another time, but I am not against driving 3 different places to piece together the meal that I want, because if I have eaten healthy all week,
we ain't got time for that on game day though.
My smorgasbord. My smorgasbord.
You know what's so funny? I was laughing as she said it because I'm like, she sound like me. I go to 54th Street, get me some wings.
I'm getting what I want.
I go to Jose Peppers to get me
some Espinaca
dip.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I go to Sonic to get my drink. My lemonade, and my mozzarella cheese sticks. It's a whole
Y'all are living a different life than I. I have limited options. So I place that low wing stop order, get my little wings, call it a day. Now I have yet to find a solid buffalo wing. If there's any companies out here watching this, and you think your buffalo wing the best buffalo wing, call a sister. Get in these comments. I will be the judge of your buffalo wing. I promise I will. Because I have yet to find it. Now, back in the day, when I was an itty bitty teensy weensy little thing with no money, loved some Applebee's wings. Them was the wings. Their buffalo wings was them ones. And now I don't even want to step inside of an Applebee's. So there's
I don't know the last time I did step inside of an Applebee's.
I can tell you, and I will never do it again.
Okay.
So listen, I'm with you because I just met y'all's cousins at Applebee's 2 weeks ago. And 1, the Applebee's stunk. 2, the manager had a bad attitude and he had on Dunlaps. His pants was lapping over his stomach. And the food was not good, and he just did not know how to handle his situation. It probably been 4 years since
man had on Dunlaps.
I'm glad we're running that back because I never left it. Dunlaps over his belt.
I just want you to know that is a classic James Madry saying,
it is.
And that just took me back. His
stomach
has Dunlapped his pants.
So how you gonna have on Dunlaps and have a bad attitude? So I would.
You gotta pick a struggle, sir. Pick one.
Struggle. His struggle was everything. Clearly,
he can keep them. Yeah, y'all can keep Applebee's. We don't want it.
I will say there is another game day food I like that was brought to me when I was a small teen, living in New York. Shout out to this family. I will not say their names because I don't need to, but it is a cream cheese and chili dip, and let me tell you, ooh-wee. I don't even like cream cheese like that, but it's cream cheese with mo cheese, some chili on top, some mo cheese. I like to add jalapenos to mine.
I'm with you on that. And give me some sour cream.
Solid, so solid.
Look, I can run y'all whole game food day outside of what we said. Because you can always do good with some brisket.
Sure can.
I'm down with
some. Well, we are
from
the barbecue capital of the world. The barbecue capital of the world.
Listen,
so if
Texas,
you want to run a barbecue plate,
Tennessee,
we can get some ribs going.
The Carolinas, hush. Ain't nobody touching Kansas City, baby. Ain't nobody touching us.
Child, ain't nobody even.
And people be like, Memphis barbecue. I'm like, Memphis barbecue is mustard based and it's nasty.
First of all, I went to their most famous barbecue restaurant out there and it was trash.
It wasn't good.
It was nasty. And you know who you are, and you ought to be ashamed for thinking you the best barbecue restaurant.
Okay, now I will say this. Hold up, swallow up. There is a little hole in the wall in Memphis.
We went there.
The hole in the walls are the best spots.
We went there.
Cozy Corner.
Cozy Cafe, Cozy Corner. But baby, listen, you would have been disappointed because we went just about a year and a half ago. When I tell you I had hyped them up so much, I was embarrassed.
Hold on.
When I say I was embarrassed, the sweet potato pie was okay. And you know, our barbecue was even good.
And we not even talking desserts. We talking barbecue.
Asia. Not even that. But when we went, they sweet potato pie was so on point to the fact that we went back the next day and bought a whole pie. Like we went back. Yeah, I was so embarrassed. I had told everybody, y'all, we got to go to this spot. Myself, Kiana, my goddaughter, we was down here during the Memphis in May. This place is everything. Girl. I'm going to say it again. Girl. My feelings were so hurt.
Well, shout out to the owner. She is in the Barbecue Hall of Fame. So she was Ollie Gates got in this year, I think.
Come on, Mr. Gates.
So yeah.
Love that.
Anywho,
either way, y'all
we can always run some barbecue as part of the game day. Please don't get it twisted. Shout out. Okay, so when we were in Seattle for your wedding, it was football season and the Chiefs were playing. And Mark and I found a barbecue spot in Seattle that the owners were Chiefs fans.
I remember you telling us about this.
The food was good. But the sauce had taste real familiar.
They had Gates, didn't they?
So Mark and I was like,
this tastes like.
Mark was like, I know the sauce. I said, oh, this sweet mouth.
Sweet mouth.
You know this sauce anywhere.
It wasn't even named Sweet Mouth, was it?
It was. I asked the lady, I said, where do you get your sauce? She says, we bring it in from Kansas City. I said, say less, I already know where you get it.
You ain't got to worry about it.
I know, because I'm from the city and I know my sauce. And my sauce came from Gates. Say less. So shout out to the barbecue spot in Seattle, Washington, who had really good smoked meat and was serving Gates sauce.
Do you remember the name of it?
And the game was on and I was like, okay.
Do you remember the name of the spot?
Yes, but I don't want to blow them up.
You a hater, but I get it. I get it.
I don't want to blow up the spot.
I also said I do gatekeep to a degree, so I get it.
Oh no, I'll tell you off camera, but I don't want to blow up their spot.
They know what they can have all these.
Well, here's the thing: if they pay for their sauce, they can't tell them they can't use it.
Well, they pay for it. They get it in big jugs. So
that's how they sell it.
Yeah, they sell it. They sell it to them.
Either way, tell me because I'm going back to Seattle and I'm gonna get me some of that.
Okay, I will make sure. And you walk in, you feel like you're right at home. They got memorabilia all up and signing jerseys. It was great.
I love it.
Okay, so
listen, hold on. Let me say this. Okay. When it's cold outside, I like me some good chili. I like me a good beef hot dog with some chili, with some cheese, just shredded all over it, with some mustard on top. A good chili cheese dog during the winter time of football season, baby.
Again, go ahead and throw a little jalapeno.
Jalapenos too.
And some fresh diced onion for me.
You can have the onions, but I'm down with everything
else. I love that. It's something about all those flavors. Just do it right.
Yeah, that mustard though, on top of the
them
chili.
ballpark franks, because they just plump when you cook them. They ain't lie on that. That's the truth.
With a little bit of stank on them.
Ma'am, listen.
Yeah. If you have not tried to air fry a hot dog, that's my suggestion. If you don't feel like pulling out your whole grill, I have mastered an air fried hot dog. And
well, come on, man. You have mastered a lot of stuff in your air fryer.
Listen, I got 3 of them, and they be working. I got 3 of them. I got
the salmon over here, got the chicken over here, got the orange fries over there.
Seriously, I got a big basket, a little basket, and one with the you can slide in the
shelves,
and you can pull them out and you can roast the chicken in there if you wanted to. It goes down in my house in the air fryer. I had to figure out ways to eat my favorite foods without all the extra. So I don't fry chicken in my house. I air fry it, and I figured out how to get a little crisp on there.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it goes down. Air fried salmon. I make it happen. So, well, it is football season. Govern yourselves accordingly. If you have your own set of game day foods that we didn't talk about, feel free to drop them in the comments. What are your do's and don'ts? We want to hear from you about what are your do's and don'ts in the games, because we got to put people on notice so that first and foremost, they don't bother us during games, because we're booked and we're busy.
Yes.
The entire Chiefs Kingdom is letting you know right now that we are
do not bother us.
Don't bother us. Whoever
we're too busy on our way to run it back.
Listen.
Whoever your team is, I would like to say good luck, but that's a lie. I hope y'all lose. I hope y'all lose against us. I hope y'all lose against yourselves. Because it's Chiefs Kingdom over here. And I'm gonna turn it over to my mom one good time. Tell the people your words of wisdom. Let them know what you're feeling. Tell them pray for the Chiefs to sign this contract with Chris Jones.
Well, we bless God for the Kansas City Chiefs and Chris Jones getting that contract worked out before the end of next week. We speak that into existence. Hallelujah. So listen, good people, drink your water. Whatever you do, drink your water. You ain't got no water today? It's okay. She already has some. Drink your water. Before you pick up a beer, your wine, your liquor, your tea, your lemonade, grab you some water. It is very, very good for your health.
Life Water, if you want to sponsor us, feel free. We always drinking it. If you want to sponsor us, sorry.
Life Water. So I know we talked about all the foods that you have during football season. Just because you have those foods don't mean that you have to have sideboards on your plate. We can eat in moderation, so push back just a little bit. You heard what Kiana said she did for the game last week. Kudos to you, because I ate everything I could. Now, listen, I'm just saying, that's my truth. I ain't going to lie to the good people.
Believe it.
Heard? So listen, but what I did do yesterday, I ate better. I didn't eat as heavy. And today, I ate just a little bit, right? But so drinking my water, eating a little bit healthier, getting my walk in. My watch is set that if I have not been moving in an hour, it says, hey, would you like to get up and stretch? Would you like to get up and take a walk? Yep. So guess what? I've been moving about a little bit more, getting my little exercise in. Walking is so good for the body. Do you some chair exercises, and whatever you do, spend some one-on-one time with yourself, spend some time with God, just get you a space where you can find some peace and joy and happiness and some quietness. That's what I got for y'all again this week. Take care of yourself, love yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. That's me.
All right, so I'm going to round it out like I always do with drink water and mind your business. If you are minding other people's business, like Kansas City minding Chris Jones's business about his contract, you should stop, because that's not none of your business. If you drink enough water and you mind enough of your business, guess what? You're going to be too busy. If you drink a gallon like I do, I don't have time to mind nobody else's business because I'm too busy going to the restroom. So drink water, mind your business, and make sure you know where all restrooms are in any store that you go into.
Man.
Alrighty, y'all. So those have been y'all's PSAs. It is game day season. I hope y'all are governing yourselves accordingly.
Okay.
Rock your favorite team. Support your favorite team. Don't be a hater. Be greater. Because when the Chiefs get this dub again, Super Bowl season, just know we warned you. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all coming every single time. If you are new to this tomfoolery happen every week. This is nothing new.
Every week.
We was born this way. Been rocking this way for years. Since each of us popped on this planet, this energy has been coming. And it ain't gonna stop. So if you enjoy us, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow, hit that like, share, drop a comment. Tell us who your favorite team is so we can boo with you. Tell us who you tell us. Because we gonna boo. But
unless you're a Chiefs fan, then
you gonna get a Red Nation from us. Easy.
Welcome.
Again, we love having y'all here. We love doing this. We having a good time. So go ahead and share this video. Chiefs Kingdom, share this video. Share it to all the Chiefs fans you know. There's some of y'all I be interacting with on Twitter. I'll be side-eyeing y'all. But this video is for y'all, all my Chiefs fans. All my non-Chiefs fans, go ahead and share it anyway, because you're still a part of game day season.
You have do's and don'ts.
We have to beat somebody. So go ahead and share the video. If you enjoyed hearing us trash talk, like I said, that's my game day do. We keep the energy coming. Go ahead and like the video. If you're not following us, I don't understand why.
Why?
Why?
Because we see you lurking.
First of all, this is free entertainment every week.
It costs you nothing to be this entertained. You're welcome.
This is free. This is free. I mean,
and we'll have no papers nowhere. We just roll with it.
There's no script. Listen, I flew in my jersey, popped the camera on, and said, "Let's get it.
Let's do it."
All right. This is off the dome, off the cuff. We just do this because this is who we are, and we know that you love it. That's why you're back. So go ahead and follow if you're not, subscribe if you're not, like this video, share it again. This is for all the Chiefs fans, like I said, but it's for all the non-Chiefs fans. It's for all the football fans, period. We appreciate y'all. You can see us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and Google Music. If you want to see us on something else, let us know. But that's all we got for you. Thank you for tuning in. This has been another episode. We'll see y'all next time.
Boop.
Chiefs Kingdom!
Chiefs Kingdom! Let's go!
Let's get it!
Bye.